Good evening, this is Nerd is a Human, and welcome back to Empire Total War. And you join me on the brink of our latest conflict, where Prussia stand between us and our victory conditions. Now, of course, to win the game, we are playing on the short campaign conditions, so it's only Berlin, Brandenburg, which stands in our way. We have 17 out of the 15 regions required, and we have 6 of the 7 that are specified. So, yes, we're looking pretty darn good indeed. Berlin actually seems to be one of the slightly less well defended cities of the Prussians. However, there is one slight issue with this Prussian war, and we'll get to that in a moment. But okay, we are at the very least nominally ready to get on with this conflict. They are sitting here with some boats. So yes, indeed, we are just gathering our forces together to make sure we're ready to take control of the seas. We can, smash up those boats. That is 2,200 trade that's coming through all of there. That's absolutely magnificent stuff. So you may have just read a little hints there, which is what the problem is, which is that Prussia and Spain are actually allied. We can't look at that right now because this boat is too busy moving. It's rather rude. So in the meantime, we'll look at our trade stuff. And this is an important point, of course, because if we go to war with Spain, all of this is probably going to end up at the bottom of the sea. And, okay, so here we are. Well, let's go to Prussia, shall we? Makes more sense this way. They're allied with Spain. And Spain, whilst they can't cause me too many problems where I am in Europe, they're going to destroy my trade absolutely positively. Unless, of course, I can get the likes of Britain to help me. But, okay, I am looking for alliances. So the United Provinces, whilst I have some plans for how to deal with Spain in terms of peace, let's bring these guys in anyway. I think it could very much help us to get some allies along the way. So, military alliance with these guys, and I'm going to offer them a few different things, to be honest. I'm quite happy just offering like 3 things, and lovely, done. I did ask them, I think, was it last episode? Quite recently, and they weren't having it, so even with a couple different techs. So if that seemed like quite a lot to give them, well, you know what, I'm just happy to have a friend, quite frankly. And the fact that they'd even accept at all means that we're now up to +3. Excellent stuff. Yeah, we are on -38 for territorial expansion at this point, which is a little bit excessive. I know my brother commented actually on how quick I've been expanding, which is absolutely fine, of course, but as he points out, it's going to have quite big impact on my relations with the world. The problem I generally have, and I think something that really put me off when I first played the game, is all the little things inside the settlements here. Now, actually, I'm kind of enjoying playing with this, but it is a precursor to how Total War goes from here. And I find what happens is we end up at war with the likes of Russia here, and they just run around burning the odd thing here or then. And to be honest, the best way of dealing with that is just to go and burn down the next territory and give yourself a buffer, to be honest. There's not much incentive if you're at war to, I don't know, I guess I could just go and burn down their things and try and be the one who's proactive. But if I'm going to spend troops doing that, I might as well go and take the town. I do find that, if people are just going to declare war at you and won't take peace, like Russia seem to be acting like, then, I don't really know how we're supposed to deal with all of this problem. So, so far my way of dealing with burning down all my little towns and farms is just to go and conquer the next town. So I've gone with the aggressive strategy for that reason. And just, to be honest, because of where Sweden were, that's just how things go. I also found actually when I've played this before that on Empire, pretty much everyone just declares war. All your neighbours declare war on you pretty quickly and frequently, as you saw with Hanover. So, okay, we're just going to stick with fairly aggressive in our stance, but we might be a little bit more settled with the Prussian situation dealt with. But yes, there's quite a lot to deal with in the meantime. So, what do we need to do? There's a couple of things we need to do, actually. We've got an army over here. This general probably needs to come join these guys because this guy is getting on. So I'm going to send this man over here instead because, they've walked into each other because they're really, really clever. Just keep going. So why did they walk around each other? Just a matter of respect, probably. Okay, so we're going to switch around these two guys because while this is the more experienced army, we probably need a stronger general with a slightly smaller force, which might need to deal with not just Konigsberg, but Gdansk. This force isn't going to immediately jump into anything. What I want this army to do is to make sure we're not in trouble, because we can make a quick move into Konigsberg, but there are quite a lot of forces around. There's a full stack in Breslau, but there's also, can't see them right now, but there was also, last I saw, yes, that's it there, a pretty big stack near Gdansk. And we can't really swing into here and then have that swing into Warsaw. Warsaw's more important. So I'm going to switch those generals around for the time being, because that's going to be the first army that makes a move, and he's quite old already. He might not be there to make said move. As for this army, we're gonna start moving people around a little bit. I'm going to put this guy right on the border, and I'm going to start antagonising the Prussians a little bit, because quite frankly, we need to see if we can get them to incite the war, because Spain is going to be a problem. I can buy them off, probably, but we'll have to see about that if that situation comes up. In the meantime, I'm just going to demand stuff from them, give me money, and threaten them. They are insulted. Indeed, they reject it utterly. But, that's absolutely fine, because I'm just going to continually do a little bit of this, and it won't not come up now. No, it's not come up yet, but that's a pretty major, would you believe it, minus against our relations. So I'm going to get you to infiltrate over there in Berlin, and you do the same over here in Prague. Successful mission, good. There is an assassination here. That's pretty bad for our overall reputation, actually. I think getting caught in an assassination attempt gets you in big trouble with, well, it's like -5 from everyone. So I won't do that unless I really feel like I want to. Maybe if we approach that area, we'll get rid of him. He looks like a good general, actually. Might be a good idea. We'll think about that as we move forward. Okay, we're doing a bit of antagonising to try and set up them to be the attackers, which doesn't guarantee Spain won't enter the war, but it does help it out. Also, of course, the Netherlands here become a buffer between us and Spain in Flanders, and also they are, of course, actually bordered with Prussia here, so they might go and deal with a little bit of this. If nothing else, it can't hurt to have them on side. So, okay, things are largely where we want them to be. Elsewhere, by the way, it should be noted that down here there is just the one Indiaman. So I don't think we need all of these guys here. They might as well move along to the next trade theatre. And Ivory Coast we're already aware of, but over in Madagascar, I think we've already sent one ship in that direction. We'll send the rest of them here, because I don't think we need them in that part of the world. What we need to do instead, I think, is to grab this sloop, and this sloop can just go over to South America, and that sloop will absolutely be able to take care of whatever those guys have to deal with. That Indiaman, I mean, we could take them on one-on-one. I really don't want to do that. I seem to remember Indiaman battles against each other are tedious because they have quite good hull strength, but they've also got no cannons. So from my memory, those battles go on for most of time. So I'm going to try and avoid that if at all possible. So yes, our ships should be in place as well, and with that we can end our turn and see if we can pull them into war in the next few turns. But yeah, let's just remember, did I just send the general here? No, I sent the militia here. That was the wrong way round. Whole army's supposed to go minus the militia, thank you very much. I find this misclicking does happen a bit more often on Empire. Yes, this army has our grenadiers, of course, who got a bit slaughtered last time. Heavy cav, and we have ourselves, yes, the howitzers. So we want to make sure we get this war going before they have fired by rank, and before, yeah, they're nowhere near it, and before, well, they could get it any time actually, judging by that, but yeah, and before they get the likes of the howitzers as well. So they do have grenadiers, and we can see that, yeah, they have some of these horse-drawn artillery, but I think we do have a bit of a take advantage right now, even though they're definitely stronger than many of our enemies have been. So end of turn, and we'll see what their move is now. Intriguing news, alliance has been broken between the Ottomans and Russia. I didn't know they were allies, to be honest. I assumed they were at war, to be honest, because I'm pretty good in terms of my relationship with the Ottomans and not with the Russians, of course. Okay, some successful missions, as we knew. Some new ports emerging all over the place. Okay, might well build some fisheries in these, I will just need to consider where I spend my money first. Actually, on that note, yes, fleets are arriving. So fleets number 1, just get here. Now we have the option, actually, of course, when the war starts, of just absorbing the trade through this. But to be honest, I might as well just take over the ship. That's going to work, to be honest, much better. So we'll do all that. Over in the Americas, we're actually out of boats right now. So potentially I just want... Actually, I probably don't, because that sloop can come back immediately after it started. So we'll happily leave that as it is. A few new units coming on in. That's excellent news over in Poland. A few extra troops. And that means I'll probably just want to restock this force here with just another one of those. And I think we have demi-cannon over in that part of Hitherlands as well. Perfect news. So the other fleet that's arriving, I think the game just got upset with those 2 units appearing at once. Yes, this is the other ship that we sent a while back. That looks Prussian. That is indeed Prussian. And ooh, well, there are a few ships here: Indiaman, sloop, brig, and a Zebek. Interesting. It's their own kind of ship there. We're North African corsairs. Intriguing. Right. Well, we can't take that out with this SIF rate, but actually with the other ships coming this way, we should be fine. Let's bear in mind, actually, Spain are here as well. Spain are also here. Venice, France, and no one's on that final trade node. Okay. Well, this ship doesn't need to do anything right now. There's Spain to Indiaman. That's okay. We can cope with that as well. Well, let's just hover here for the time being. Let's just hover here. Actually, maybe we'll just swing up. Just pretend that we're not spying on them. We totally are. That's looking pretty good. The other ships will arrive next turn. That'll be enough to go and smash those guys up. Perfect. And I think we might well build one of these 2 ports. We'll probably start with this one because Finland's a little bit closer to the main empire. Let's get that built up if at all possible. Otherwise, what else do we want in terms of troops? Don't know that we do want anything else. Actually, we got ourselves a full stack over here. Probably minus 1 unit because actually dragoons will stay to hold the fort. So I think that will be grand. The only other thing I'll probably do is just start actually sending some of these militia from over here into various other towns. So send one over there. Send one over to Warsaw. In fact, maybe just send 2 of them over to Warsaw. That'll be fine. Get them all organised. This force is looking decent enough. And what I might try and do with Prussia, let's have a quick decision here. I'm going to try and give them an opportunity to do something. Okay, we'll get to that in a minute. We'll give them an opportunity to do something stupid. So we're going to wander this guy over here. That's a sit rate. Let's just take one of our sloops. And the sloop can go sit here by the trade port. And we'll leave our boat there. And if they want to come attack, yeah, come and attack. Come be stupid. Come take it. Whatever. I don't care. Start the war. And we'll swing straight into Berlin and go and demolish it or something like that. That's very much the plan here. We do still have this guy over here to make sure that they can't burn that down immediately as well. As far as I'm aware, their ships are only here. So this comes together nicely. We'll see if we can tease them. On the note of, yes, hostile relations. Yeah, threats of attack minus 57. That is excellent. Let's threaten them again. And as we continue to do this, that will most likely, well, probably won't do anything, but we're going to continue for the meantime threatening them. And we're going to grab some of these guys. I'm actually going to have a go at assassinating this guy because 36 is not the worst thing in the world. Detected. That's pretty annoying because that's going to affect our relations with other people. If we look at it on here, yeah, assassination tempt minus 5. It isn't even on them, and they're still aware of it and slightly annoyed by it. It is what it is, to be honest. So hey ho, we'll send him down a little bit towards, yes, Konigsberg, which is what, Bratislava these days, I suppose. Let's stay out of their territory. We'll just keep an eye on this because I think they're still at war anyway. As for this army, they can do a little bit of posturing. We'll just move them towards the town here. Come a little bit closer to the border. Keep poking at the enemy. And if I have 800 to spare, I might... Well, actually... No, I'll hold it back for now, but I might build the other port in time. Sadly, our great general Carl Gustav Röschenskjold has got himself dead. D-E-D, dead, with his family close by him over here, right on the border with Konigsberg. Bit disappointing. I knew he was not this destined to last. Destined is the word I'm trying to say. He wasn't destined to last too long. Bit of a shame, but actually this army can totally do it without him anyway. So that's fine. I think we're one turn away from attacking now. So if they don't if they don't take the bait this turn, then I guess we'll just jump on in ourselves. Might take the more experienced dragoons along with me, just because I wouldn't mind another unit. And I'm actually probably not going to be sending this army straight into battle as discussed. So send this guy forward, but we'll just stand here. They just need to be ready to move between towns. Full stack now in Gdansk, which is intriguing. A couple extra traits ancillaries. We have a mistress and another mistress. People are happy. Well, that's nice for them. New town emerges. Smolensk. Lovely. The great old castle from Medieval 2. Or quite a forgettable place, actually, in Medieval 2. Bach. Excellent news. Everyone loves a bit of Johann Sebastian Bach. And I don't know how they've arrived at this part of the Straits, but oh yeah, this is looking nice here. That's the Persian Navy doing a little bit of piracy. Don't know who they're at war with, but someone. So much trade goes along here. Oh my god, we could just wage war with everyone and just rob all of the seas. That would be excellent. I guess that's how Britain works. Right. Now I'm assuming we can still intercept their stuff here. You know, it doesn't really matter. Well, we're not at war, are we? So we're not intercepting it, but we're ready to pounce next turn when this gets going. And over in Moscow, we are getting a couple units out just to make sure we're ready to poke if we need to. But frankly, it's a bit annoying that we're still at war. So I will just offer them a load of pretty useless techs, or techs that are useless to them. Here, have a load of sea techs. They're insulted. Well, sod off, sir. Royally sod off. The time has come, and we have got ourselves a brand new rake just in the nick of time here, which is excellent. So we'll just send you along. I'm going to infiltrate Konigsberg, but we are going to... Wow, they have almost nothing in there. We'll just waltz straight on in. So let's grab our force here. It says the cost of a general is 11,200. I'm not sure I believe that's correct. Yeah, I think it was 800, but it was telling me something very different there. Not sure why. How are you, by the way, sir? 35. All right, a little bit younger than I had before, but obviously not notable in any way. We'll get on with that in just a moment. Let's just make sure we're fine. We built the new fishery. Nation destroy other Mughals. Oh dear, Maratha, it's on its way. We're currently quite friendly with them, though, so hopefully that won't be anything to worry about. Traits gained. No sense of shame. One happiness for the nobility. Excellent. A new town has emerged. Poltava in the Ukraine. Okay. Excellent stuff. But it is now time to wage this war. The Prussians haven't taken the bait, sadly. So I guess this army is going to just swing on back in this direction. Go and prep yourself on the border. Prussia, Prussia, Prussia. What are we going to do with you? Well, burn you down, I guess. Okay, our first thing to do, I suppose, is to grab these ships over here. In fact, we should probably tell them that we're at war. So, Prussia, probably not much of a surprise, but I'm going to declare war with you. Now, yes, United Provinces and Spain are both going to join. Okay, that's actually not good. I'd rather it was just us, but there we are. Spain are now at war with us. So, yes, Spain is going to be a problem. They have themselves all of this in the Americas. And we are, yeah, right there. Right there. We're not really big enough to actually be seen on that map, but yes, things could be better. By the way, actually, a lot of the world quite likes us now. Spain's obviously a new enemy, but look how green much of this is. We're loved. We're loved. It's just, you know, there are some people next to us who just don't quite understand who we are as people. Okay, I think at this point, maybe we'll just... Yeah, you can stay here for the time being. That's fine. You've done your job. Over hither, yes, this army can just immediately stroll on up to Konigsberg. Excellent news. Do I even want to offer surrender? I guess we will. I don't mind if a couple units get away. We'll just kill them later. They refused. Fine, 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 fine. We'll get on with that battle in a minute. What's probably more important is just to... Yes, the boats are still here. Let's go and sink this. This is actually just one brig. Slight overkill. But in we go. We're going to smash them and we're going to intercept all of their trade. That's what you want to see. How much trade is that? 2,400. Very nice. Although, if things go the way they're supposed to, it'll probably be a lot less than that very, very soon. Let's swing on in. Let's take out the brig. Well, I don't feel like we've had too many ship battles in this campaign, so we might as well go and enjoy a little bit of a bombardment here. And I suspect it's a pretty good idea to get a chain shot, actually. Now, where is our formation currently? We're just going to ride straight through them. Perfect! We've got a little bit too much overlap here, actually, guys. Don't know what you're doing. Get yourself a little bit quicker. And that will be marvellous. Yeah, just swing on straight past them. And that'll be excellent. So I think we're mostly just shooting down the mast at the moment. And with any luck, we'll hopefully see... Oh, a little bit close for ourselves here. And we just get get some great shots from you guys. You're all nice and close. 68, 60. Oh! They lost half their men immediately there. They're already down to... They're surrendered. It's 33 men. That was excellent work. And, okay. Victory and glory this day. There's a lot of dead men on that boat. Great stuff. The game had the nerve to call that a close victory there, by the way. I don't know if you noticed that. Well, we're not going to add that to our fleet. We're going to send it to the Sea Police. And with that, they're going to drown into the sea. Excellent. Now, we should probably consider how we are going to deal with Spain. So, do a vague plan with Spain. And number one, it's just to sell them a big pile of technology, not fire by rank. No, they're not getting that. Let's see if they want... Let's just give them like 4 things. Give us peace. Ooh. They're actually... No. You don't get fire by rank. No one is getting fire by rank. Okay, you could just attack us next turn for all I know. Have 4 technologies... And, you know what, why not give me 1,000 as well? But, come on. That's pretty nice. They want fire by rank. Okay, the alternative option is to consider regions because we don't really need both of these. The Leeward Isles are pretty useful, but Trinidad and Tobago is not worth an awful lot. And to be honest, if it can buy us peace... It's a pretty darn good thing to do. So I'm going to ask for 4,000 as well and see if they are even vaguely interested. Let's make it 5. Let's ask for 5,000, see if they're vaguely interested in this. They are. Very nice. Maybe I could have got a bit more money, but 5,000, I'll happily take that. And to be honest, any kind of situation where we get peace with Spain is worth any money in the world because, yeah... That saves us a big pile. Okay, you guys had a tactical retreat from down here. Trinidad and Tobago are now Spanish Isles. There we are. I do have a big Spanish flag up in my garden. I do actually live in Spain. But even so, it makes me sad to see it flying over Trinidad and Tobago. That was our island, damn it. Maybe one day it will be ours again. But for now, we're just going to camp out here in Antigua. We actually have a decent little force. So we might consider where else we could take them in time. Maybe we want to have a play around. I don't know. There's not a huge amount to deal with up here, but there is, we've got Iceland. Maybe we'll see an opportunity in time. Maybe the Spanish conflict is one to come back to in the long term, and having some troops here wouldn't be the most terrible thing in the world. He's quite a good general, though. I don't really want to waste him. He's 54, though. We'll have a think about that, but peace and a big bucket of money. Oh, that is excellent. And actually... Thinking about that, technologies, I'm sure technologies is finished. I might have just skipped the message. I'm sorry, I think I did just skip that. Yes, Dent's just finished something and now it's wasting its time on the socket bayonet when that should be Uppsala. So, Uppsala, you can't do that until I take Odense off. Odense, just go and do something random. Go and do that for a minute. Uppsala is going to change over to socket bayonet. That's 6 turns. We could do with a new gentleman. Give me more gentlemen, please. Finish up the wedge, 1 turn until the wedge is done. And Karlstadt is moving straight on to irrigation. Yes, irrigation. We'll continue with the farming. We just need population in that part of the world. Though we do now have a little bit of money to go and spend. I wouldn't mind necessarily upgrading some of this stuff. To be honest, yeah, actually, Stockholm is not happy right now. It's only at 2. We do have 2 sets of colleges here, so they're a little bit unhappy with life. So we'll build that for the time being. I will then go and build, yeah, this new local fishing village. And I'll probably just pop around doing a couple investments. New town in Moscow. We might continue with the church school, actually. We want to continue converting. We already have 1 over here. Yes, we do indeed. And otherwise, some of these estates we need an upgrade for. Ooh, there's more over here in... Yeah, we'll continue with the church schools for the time being. Let's get all of that lovely Protestantism going. Keep an eye on some of their cav. They're just patrolling the border by the looks of it. But there are probably a few upgrades. We've already spent most of the money, Thomas. Okay, let's make sure we spend a little bit on war, to be honest, because there is a war kind of going on here. I have started a rather big conflict. So let's head into Konigsberg. We'll take this, and then we'll have to go back to Madagascar and deal with the ships. So, quick reminder about what they have. Regiment of Horse, Grendarme. I can never quite get my tongue around all of those letters, but some horse, basically. 4 firelock and militia. So they actually have no proper infantry here. They didn't manage to get anyone into the town. Bit of a shame. I could have picked them off, actually, but hey ho, it will have to do. We've got plenty to go and smash all of this. Let's head on in. Here we are at Konigsberg, and apparently our light horse here are only steady at the start of battle, although it is quite nice to see their uniform up close, so that's rather beautiful. These are my, yes, my light horse, my Hakapalita, which I was just thinking, do have a rather fancy bit of uniform, and yes, having just had a little look at the unit here, it does say something here that they disdain armour, and something along at the bottom here. Yes, they were the most dantified of soldiers. Dear, one of the gaudiest cavalry uniforms ever created. I think they look beautiful. Anyway, these guys are going to go and get themselves killed, potentially. Nothing too much going on here, to be honest. I suspect the cavalry and a very, very little to do, all things considered. So I might just have a little look around the battlefield and see if we can find an ideal spot. This cliff, actually, if it was the other way around, would be quite nice to hide behind, but I don't see a better option. And with the wall crumbling down, we are now in a pretty beautiful position. They're going to start reorganising themselves, I think. We're going to get ourselves a second hole in the wall over here. These guys are not quite ready yet, but we're just going to get these guys set up into a little bit of a triangle here at the entrance point. So you get yourselves over there. You're into that position, and you, my good sir, something like that as well. Excellent. Get yourselves running. That would be perfect. These 2 guys can probably start pegging it over in that direction. Cannons, can you just not quite hit that one? Kind of annoying, because you're the one who's not the horse drawn. Oh well. You know, it's fine. We can... Oh, they are just... Are they going to run their cavalry out? Bit wild, if so. Just shoot them, I guess. These guys are walking very slowly. Very, very slowly indeed. I get my cavalry out just to go and meet these guys. You just yeah, apparently they're gonna very, very strange. We're actually gonna shoot our own lads by the looks of it. Yeah, they're coming in. Apparently I've failed to double click or tell anyone to run several times here. So a bit of a light hit by those lances. These guys can continue their run in that direction. Excellent stuff. Everyone else is slowly getting themselves in the position we need them to be. And we can have to just gun them down from back here. In fact, that's, I think, exactly what we're going to do. So, if we get this right, I would say rank of 3. That's be perfect. And you, similar like that. Let's bear in mind they can just come out of that gate. So, we might just want to have these guys over in that direction. That'd be fine. And there is one more unit back there because, yes, the cavalry are indeed being chased off. So let's just go and deal with that. And the rest of us can get ourselves back into position. Thank you very much, sirs. Thank you. Meanwhile, on the same flank, we're going to get these 2 guys up on the wall of the fort. That will be excellent. We do actually have some guys over here behind this rock because this was a useful rock for hiding behind. But to be honest, I'm not sure that there's going to be an awful lot they can do by hiding in that position. So at this point, because they seem to have given up their position over on this flank, we might as well just get ourselves to go deal with them. Now, they are coming out to meet us over here, which does suggest that, yeah, these guys in that position were very, very sensible indeed. That's great stuff, and that means that the cavalry over in this part of the world, can't actually tell which unit it is. Which of you are the cav? That's it. Ah, it's a beautiful dress, lads. Perfect. Ooh, cannons are still shooting in here, which is excellent news. Yeah, you just gun down anyone who comes out of that front gate. That'll be perfect. And your job will be to shoot down that direction when it comes up in a moment's time. Okay, so at this point, where are they? They're just there. Not quite in range. So let's just move forward a tiny bit. We should be able to get them in range quite easily. So let's do that, please. And if they want to come out, they're going to get absolutely slaughtered. I think they're just about in position. They're not actually manning the walls, which means we're now getting up, which means we're in a great position here, guys, to, yep, not both of you, this guy, there we are, to go and shoot these guys from up here. So, yeah, some of those firelock are doing that job. Building captured. Is that a gateway of some sort? Oh, yes, we've captured up here. Of course, that makes perfect sense. So, you guys, not quite fully up yet. Once they're up, we'll get them dealt with. So, firelock. Not quite within range. You might just continue to push our can't deal with the camera today, I apologise. I've been playing some Rome Total War in between, and now I don't know how to actually do anything. These guys, controls are a little bit different, it should be said. That's basically what I'm trying to say. These guys, shoot down into them, and yeah, I think that was those ones, and these ones shoot down into there. That would be perfect. At this point, it is just a matter of slowly working our way into the fort, because, and by slowly I mean really slowly, because these guys aren't running at all. Guys, it's kind of a battle. Get up now, you numpties. But I think in general we're in pretty good position. That hole in the wall is now free to be shot at. We're shooting up at these guys. Can our cannons shoot them? If at all. We're not howitzer territory yet, so sadly we can't rain death on them. But we'll run up there and shoot them soon enough. They're now well in range and they're getting slaughtered. They're now they're fighting hand to hand. You know what? That's easy enough. We'll just slaughter them. Get on with it and let's win the battle. At this stage, I might as well just throw some hand-to-hand combat in on this part of the battlefield over here. The regiment of horse. Yeah, that's now ours. Excellent news. And with that, let's just send these guys in as well. These laddie Jims can come and start shooting people down in this part of the world. Same with them. Those horses don't know what to do because they were getting themselves shot before. There's a few horses still here, there and everywhere, but basically the battle's kind of won at this point. Yeah, pretty much just the odd unit. That unit of firelock, just actually their militia up there. I don't think they've realised how they can get up there to shoot them. I think they're just kind of stuck because they've blown up the walls on both sides. Is there any way up? There is no way up. Excellent. Okay, you guys just throw yourself into the fray. That'll be perfect. Get some more cav in there. And these guys, are you going to do this a bit quicker, please? Get through the entry. Taz, there we go. At this point, it just comes to shooting them in the back from the plaza, and apparently we're actually not taking it down, but that's absolutely fine. I'm pretty certain just the last few men here, there's 23 horse, which just need to go down. So if you'd like to get yourselves in range, whereby, you know, fire rank was actually working, that would be lovely. Horses, go and stand on these spikes. There we are, some beautiful spikes on the plaza there. And come on, anytime you like, maybe these guys could actually go in and finish the chop. There we go, that's the general shot in the back, lovely stuff. And with that, we'll just charge in these guys for the last few. They're actually fighting surprisingly long here, right to the last, even though they're completely surrounded and we've just been piling in on them for quite a while now. But not many losses on our side, but basically just those militiamen, I think, up on the walls, who we can't get to and are pretty much stuck. Fair play to this one lad. He has kept fighting a long time. He's wavering, but he is kind of running away. There is the timer. We're on 0. Victory is ours. But yeah, just these guys up on the walls. And hello, the timer's supposed to be done. There we go. It will just end it because those guys are kind of stuck. It says heroic. We didn't lose very many, I don't think, but I would say it was quite a simple victory. Indeed, we only lost 182, and with that we've taken over the territory. Excellent news. East Prussia. Tactical retreat. We already knew about that. I don't know why that's come up. And some traits have been gained on this lad over here. I think I missed one actually when we're just looking at that. Steady under fire, +1 to morale, and +1 to morale. Ooh, very nice start for you, sir. 2 morale is pretty much what the best we could have asked for. So, replenishing troops, it says 1100. That's a bit much, isn't it? And can we get the Governor's Palace to be fixed up? Royal Observatory, Naval. How happy are you? 3. Oh, that's good. Well, we can stand here and we can fight next turn. That's not a problem. There's a load of Catholic missionaries. That's a bit disgusting. But, oh well, that's absolutely fine. We've got Dragoons and some militia over here. We've got another army here to deal with them. So let's swing over to, yes, Madagascar, where the next fray, hello game, thank you, the next fray gets involved. Now, Spain are obviously now neutral, so we don't need to worry about them. What we do need to worry about are these guys. Now, they have more ships than us, but we have the vastly superior ships. So, let's see what we can do. The game actually thinks it's fairly balanced. I'm not... Wow, 4. Interesting. I'm not convinced about that. Look at these ships. 47, 26, 32, 4, 12, 5, 3, 5. Are you sure? I think the game's got drunk. Oh, well, let's go and capture ourselves a couple of Indiamen and probably burn the rest to the ground. Although, yeah, unique ship. Maybe I'll fancy it. Oh, lovely. It's a proper, like, Drummond kind of ship, isn't it? That's probably completely wrong and anachronistic, but that's what it reminds me of anyway. Lovely, lovely thing. You can see they've all got some battered hull, or at least these front 3 have. Yeah, they've got their Indiamen at the back, so we're going to go full-on cannon blast at the front here. At the moment, we are 3. We're just in a general column formation here, just as you would expect for this kind of battle. They are currently turning. Yeah, look at our vastly more massive ship. That is beautiful. Let's just swing straight through the middle of them, actually. That might be a fun idea. Okay. So yeah, these Indiamen will try and keep alive, but the rest of them, we're just going to sink them. Well, we won't sink if we can capture and sell them. We'll do that, but this could be interesting. So they should actually have some quite good shots on us in theory, but they don't have any cannons. As we know, they've kind of run out of them all. So we're just going to run straight through them and see what chaos ensues from all of that. So there we go. There's some shots on these guys. He has 5 out of 28 cannons and only 20 men. That's not a lot, is it? Not a lot at all. Here's our sit freight with our 32 cannons. And yeah, by running straight through them like this, we can cut... Ooh, splody, splody. We're not taking over that ship. The enemy admiral, would you believe it, is dead. Who would have thunk it? So, here we are, sloop, losing slightly. You've got 2 cannons, sir. I don't know how you plan on winning this. 5 on them. Yeah, interesting. So, you now start swinging in this direction. I think... Yeah, you know what? These guys... Ooh, what do you want to do with you? We're just ramming him now. We're just going to start swinging this way. He is concerned. Most guns not deployed. Deployed is one word for it. Okay, we're going to start turning her about now. You've got another shot on your far side here, which is excellent. The Indiamen have decent hulls, but they don't have enough cannons to actually do anything. So at this point, let's just go over to chain shot. I'm happy ignoring this guy if he's just going to rout. We can't catch them because they may be slightly quicker. If they get away, we'll run them down later. Maybe they'll come back into the battle. I don't know. But the Indiamen are not fast. They're not going to get away. So we should start turning around because they're in this direction. So yeah, swing us a boot. And that, yeah, it's sinking now. We're not capturing him. But these are the 2 that are most important. So let's keep it on chain shot. And let's try and get these masts dealt with. These Indiamen are 5 cannons and 12. So this one actually still has quite a few cannons on it. So we should probably be concerned about that one. They are concerned that the Admiral's dead. He pretty much died instantaneously, which is excellent news. This guy's properly surrendered and doesn't appear to be slooping into the sea. So, yeah, they're going to get a few shots in at us. But this is a sit rate, damn it. We've got you well under control. And where's that other ship, by the way? Back over here. You are just going to... Let me just rearrange that a little bit. You'll have a shot soon enough. That's fine. Officially, victory is ours. We will continue just to try and take down these masts and make sure that we capture them, because they're currently routing. But obviously, we want to be taking this money for ourselves. Damn it! I don't think we've done too much of this until now, but yeah, a little bit of blasting going on. Maybe make sure you're on grape just to finish her off at the end here. Yeah, there we are. Hook us together. 94 men against the 20. They're just having a stroll. They know they're done. Excellent stuff. Let's speed this up a little bit, but it'll be fun to see. I don't think we've done any of this until now. Ooh, let the pirates. I mean, we're not pirates, but something like that. Oh, come on. Let's keep this going. How are you doing? How did you let him get away? Oh, you utter numpties. Go and deal with that problem. You're useless. Damn it. Get back on the... Yeah, back on the chain shot, but you're going to need to, like, shoot them first. Surely one day we can finally take the bloody masts down. That's a big smash at the back. Not happening for us quite yet, but hopefully they're being slowed down. They've, yeah, can't go very fast right now, so they're not escaping. It's taking forever, damn it. This is the classic thing, really, with the boat battles, isn't it? They just take forever to actually end. Obviously edited a lot out, but, yeah, bit annoying. Heroic victory! I saw those cannons just demolish it. I'm hoping that means we took them over. Okay, we've got ourselves, yeah, a couple Indiamen here. Indiaman and an Indiaman. We're going to add those to our fleet. That's good news. And with that, the rest of them sink to the bottom of the sea, apart from, yes, well, there was that sloop as well, but I guess, or that brig, but I guess it got drowned. Okay, +1 command at sea, want to attack him. And a tactical retreat. Why do you keep telling me about that? And trade gains. +1 to morale in battle. Okay, and again, being told all sorts of random things at this stage of time. Right, let's... Oh yes, steady under fire. Perfect. So can we go back over to Madagascar, please? That would be excellent. I suppose then, we might as well, scupper them. Can they still do their job on this node? Yeah, they can. They're fine. So should we just leave a sit freight with them just in case? Path is blocked. That's a little bit confusing. And you are going to swing on ever onwards. Now there's no Prussian fleet in this direction, or no Prussian trade anyway. We are obviously over in the East Indies. We've already got our boats over here. As far as we can tell, Genoa and Spain are the ones. Wow, Spain are getting a lot from over there. That's beautiful. But yeah, we might as well enjoy some Madagascan trade goods. What do we get from here, by the way? I can't actually remember. Shows Madagascar. That's more ivory. Interesting. Well, you know what? I'll go and take that node, but I wouldn't mind actually heading over to the East Indies instead, because I'd quite like some more trade. You, meanwhile, sir, we probably just want you to head back to, yeah, the Americas. Let's make sure we have some ships over with our friends. And yeah, that sit freight over here didn't actually join up very well. Apparently they stuck not being able to join up with each other. Will you join up? No, they're really unhappy about all of this nonsense. And I think now, there we go. Damn it! Are we trading? It looks like we are, but anyway, they won't join together. I don't know if it's just some little bug there. But hey ho, job is done anyway. We've started the war off nicely. We've, yeah, sunken that ship. Let's go and hang out. Yeah, go and hang out at Skagen, and we can just patrol all of this lovely nonsense. There's an awful lot of trade coming along here, by the way. Sweden trade 9,500, and Prussia, we obviously, yeah, continue to intercept any of their trade which still exists. That is obviously trade partners sending that in. So things looking pretty good. We have enough money to maybe fix up something. 1,200, 850. No, sadly not, but they do have a great arsenal. Very nice indeed. I think in general it's probably about time to end our term. One last order of business, of course, is to go and deal with the ship over here in South America. So in we go with the sloop. And, okay, I think we'll just auto-resolve this one, to be honest, because it's probably going to be a bit of a tedious affair. But I'm pretty certain we've got this wrapped up. And we did indeed manage to capture the ship. So with that excellent news, we can bring him under our control, and for some reason the ship sinks even though clearly the ship is actually over here. So what I might do then, if the other ships are heading back towards there, we'll keep these two together actually. They can, yeah, why not, come and join us. And this little sloop can just make sure nothing random happens. At the very least it prevents other Indiamen turning up and causing problems. So yep, now I'm going to look after him safely. That's beautiful. Do we want to go a bit further? No, we might as well just stay here. We're the only actually people in South America right now, which is interesting. We've got the Pacific and Panama to go explore. Potentially we could go and do that just to do it for the sake of it, I guess. Yeah, but we might as well just stay where we are for the time being. We've got ourselves ships in various different trade windows. Let's not send any ships where we can't really control them. So we're going to now end our turn with yet another Indiaman under our control. Interesting news, we have ourselves some Prussians over here near Hanover. Now I did just swing my army over towards this town for the time being, just until I decide what exactly I'm going to do. For some reason they've sent a couple artillery forward with some light infantry, and they've sent some more forces like this. So yeah, I've just moved up to here for the time being, and hopefully we'll figure out what we're going to do from there. I could, in theory, get some more troops in the town, but it's okay. Money is looking okay, by the way. We've got a little bit of funds coming in. Now, what have we got? The wedge formation. Very nice. And on that note, we should probably have a little peruse. Now, you're going to go and get the cadence marching. Interesting. Do we want you working on that? There is actually... Oh, yeah. We actually now have the opportunity for the new model bayonet drill. A drill which has been refined to formalise the latest fashion in bayonet usage, making for a more effective melee attack. Okay, +3 charge bonus. That's very nice indeed. So we'll get the socket bayonet under research first. A blade filled with a collar that attaches to a musket barrel and then looks in place. Turn the weapon into a useful short pike. That enables socket bayonets. They replace the ring bayonets. Okay, that's fine. We might well then... You know what, Adents, let's move on to that instead. That might be more useful to us. Although far in advance could be very fun. So, okay, let's bear that in mind. Military Academy gives us... We still need the light military doctrine for light infantry. Will give us what else? General's Bodyguard. Light Dragoons. Okay, yes, we haven't actually been using these. The light dragoons can get around the back and start gunning people down. That might be a very nice plan indeed. Probably a good idea actually to go poke over at Stockholm, remind ourselves of what we've got. So yeah, dragoons are available. We can't afford the military academy. It's 3,000, so we're going to have to deal with this in time. Nation destroyed, by the way, Dagestan over in this part of the world. So I think that's over here, isn't it? There we are. Yeah, Chechnya, Dagestan. So Russia apparently have actually succeeded in doing a thing. Interesting. We can actually get ourselves some more naval techs now. I should bear that in mind. Not sure that I need to focus on it though. I will have a little look at this off screen, but for now, yeah, let's not concern ourselves too much with that. Let's have a look at the rest of what Prussia is getting up to. And they got themselves, yeah, quite a lot of their force over there. This army is marching. So maybe what we want to do is, do you want to march to meet them? I don't think we do actually. We want to make sure that we're in a position whereby we can reinforce Warsaw and make sure we're there to defend it. I don't mind facing them out in the field though, so I'm just going to maybe just prop myself outside Warsaw and we can choose our direction from here. In the meantime, Konigsberg, we can't actually recruit here for the time being, so maybe what we want to do is get some units out of Vilnius, a couple line infantry. Well, I'm happy spending my money on that. It's probably for the best right now. Admiral has gained himself, or not an admiral, sorry. Yes, one of these guys, agents, has gained himself some traits, which is very, very nice indeed. Actually, no, it's not. Military technologies -1 for enlightenment technologies +1. Okay, Emmanuel, you need to get out of here because this is where we design the military. Damn it! You head over there. You, my good sir, you are a factory master, gentleman scientist, industrial tech. Okay, you're very good for industrial techs. So maybe we could consider actually over on this a dense. You maybe could be doing something more industrial. That could be interesting. Technically, now this all counts as industrial, so actually you could be doing what Karlstad's doing. So Karlstad, you head back over to something else. Let's just click on that for now. This is a little bit tedious, isn't it? And you might say go to industrial tech and finish the irrigation. Okay, and Karlstad, you go and get over with the new model bayonet drill. That could be interesting. I don't know if that counts or not, if it's going to update as a result of it, because technically that should be industrial, but I'm not certain it is counting or not, because it doesn't say industry, but these are all technically industrial technologies. So I assume this works, but I don't know if it actually does. But yes, gentleman over here, we should just keep an eye on some of this over time. He's just an armchair general, nothing too specific, but at least now he's working on military tech. Anyway, we have actually managed to get ourselves some peace treaty with Russia as well. I don't really know that it will achieve very much on this occasion. They did want to take all of that naval tech, so at the very least that is that dealt with. Trade agreements, sir, they are going to reject them. You have no friends, you have no trade partners. Why will they not accept these kind of things? Spain unfriendly because of the recent war, unfortunately. Territorial expansion does not help that, but in general, things are looking much better for us overall. I think what we need to do then is head over to Hanover. I'm going to take this army to go and deal with these guys. These guys presumably are in reinforcement range, so we'll take on the bigger force first and foremost. So I assume they're going to be pulled in. No, they're not. Interesting. Well, let's go and take them down. Annoyingly, I'm having to redeploy my howitzers because they got themselves out of range at the very start of the battle, which is a bit irritating, but hey ho, it is what it is. You can see their cannons are actually shooting me down a little bit, so I need to go and deal with them at the back in a moment. That's their general immediately dead. That's excellent news, and with that underway, yeah, I guess the howitzers can go and do their job now. You get on top of them, make sure they've been mopped up, and howitzers, how are you doing? Get yourselves as quickly as possible back into position, please. I want to actually see you guys in action. That's probably good enough. Okay, unnumber, and these guys are in a slightly wrong position. I had to redeploy my angles slightly just to deal with, yeah, their annoying setup here. So you go and get yourselves into that position. They're going to mop them up as much as possible, and those artillery are going to be destroyed. Now at this point the normal cannons can go over to canister shot because they are getting themselves in range of that. But these guys, oh yeah, let's see what you can do. We're going to start getting some shots away. Quite enjoy that. Can we still delete to follow? I don't know, but in we go. We don't get to watch. Let's come over here. Kaboom! Some nice howitzer explosive shots going on. This is excellent. So we're going to enjoy some of that nonsense. I think we're just out of canister range, unfortunately. You go back to normal cannons. And our cav are all the way out there. They're now done. They can come and support. This is obviously quite a small force, so I'm not too concerned about it. But we do need to make sure we don't take unnecessary losses. Would be nice, if at all possible, yes, to get some canister on. Let's get the canister on. These guys are in big trouble now. Let's get, yeah, some howitzers over on these guys, and we'll see if we can get their viewpoint of this as they coming in. It's a beautiful little evening here, actually, isn't it? The stars in the sky. About to be a few more stars in the sky, and here they are. Here are your stars. Yes, howitzer cannon, damn it. I'm not sure it did an awful lot, but it looks pretty, and we'll have that. So splody, and yeah, they're now going to start running into gunfire. My fire by ranks about to get in range. They are indeed. That's excellent. These guys are potentially in big trouble. Here comes some or more of that nonsense. My cavalry just in range are getting shot right now. They might be, so I'm just going to move them around. These guys are taking them on. You know what? We'll just make sure that these guys are in a position to be dealt with. I'm going to send the heavy cav, actually. We actually haven't used the heavy cav for a big charge yet, so might as well go and do that. These guys are, yeah, a little bit more powerful in the charge. So, in they come. You see if we can get some shots in just as we arrive. That'll be marvellous. Let's charge in and take them down. Okay, in they come. They're concerned about their general being dead. They should be concerned about their own death because here it comes. Yeah, they're shaken. And in we come. And they're wavering and broken. Thank you, lads. You get yourselves back into position. And it's just basically one unit left. This guy who wants to get completely obliterated. Excellent news. We'll grab him. Oh, they're just out of range. That's so sad. Okay. Well, you know what? We can go send some grenadiers. Let's go send in the grenadiers if they want to keep doing it. No, they're wavering. Maybe the cannon should stop. Tell the cannons to stop. Okay. It's fine. We'll get the grenadiers in and kill you with those instead. Officially a close victory, which I always find quite amusing. Classic bit of Empire Total War nonsense going on. Lost 119. Yeah, lost a few in that sort of general bout. Is that just a couple cavalry escaping? Yes. I don't know how many got away, but I guess we were not quite fast enough to get on top of them all. But there is at least another force to deal with. I'd be intrigued to see actually, if the Netherlands do come into this at all. Now, we can start plodding, but okay, yeah, we're at moving points because we already had to do a little bit of moving this turn. In theory, I could go mop them up actually with some of my cavalry. That might be an idea. For now, though, it's probably a good time for us to leave it here with the Prussians contemplating a counterattack, I think. There's a fairly full stack over here. Breslau has another army. Gdansk does as well. The three of them together, if the AI was clever enough, it probably won't be, could send 3 armies at once at Warsaw and potentially tear us apart. That would not be good, but I suspect it will be one by one. But they do have an awful lot more than we have. Obviously over here on the western front we have Berlin, Dresden and Prague, all with various selections of forces. A good 2 stacks still left to take on over here. So okay, we can probably hold the line at this stage, but it's going to be a tough old war. We're going to need to build up more forces than we've currently got here, or have some pretty darn spectacular victories in the meantime. But I will say it has been a pretty successful start to the war. We managed to completely demolish their sea trade. I've basically taken that over, and whilst we did have to make the concession of Trinidad and Tobago for Spain, we got a little bit of money, and just getting them out of the war is absolutely huge. It just means control of the seas remains under my control, in terms of this war anyway. And anyway, we brought the United Provinces into the war. I don't know that they'll necessarily contribute anything, but just being there on the border there in the Rhinelands, yes, it is just a little threat to potentially prevent them from moving their men forward. Maybe it'd be nice if they just put a full stack here, or maybe like here. Just kind of keep the Dresden force back while we deal with Berlin. We'll see all about that next time, but I'm pretty happy with how this has all begun. But yes, the big old conflict to come next time. I will see you for that. But for now, I will leave you. I'm Thomas, and this is the Nerds to Human, and this has been Empire Total War. Thank you, and bye-bye. At some point, you're going to have to face it, lads. Go home. Go home. Yes, that's what we needed. Down goes the tower. Can they take out number 1 and do something useful for the first time in all of Total War history? The answer is no.